friends, this is Vicki with Grandma Vicki Crafts. Today I'm going to try something different again. I have got a embroidery hoop, an 8-inch embroidery hoop, and I have got a piece of material which is actually a fat quarter that I purchased at possibly Walmart or one of the fabric stores where I live. And it has little bunnies on it. I have drawn out actually, a pattern for bunny ears and the bunny's feet. And I'm going to see what this is going to look like as I go along. So I'm going to cut out around the circle of my embroidery hoop. So once we have the fabric cut all around the embroidery hoop, this is what it will look like. And that's the back. So it's cut nice and close to the back. So then my pattern pieces that I had cut out of my thin cardboard, I went then and I retraced that onto a heavier cardboard. Like this is a piece of a box, and I traced that onto there for his ears, and the same for his feet. Now the feet, I've gone ahead, this is felt, covered in felt, and it is the cardboard underneath there, and I've gone ahead and glued that felt on with Aleene's tacky glue, and you only need to glue around the outside edge of the feet and it will dry clear inside. Now I want to mention when I'm tracing out the bunny ear and foot on the material, when we go to cut it, we want to cut it just a little bit bigger so that we've got a little bit of material to work with. So as we're cutting it out, maybe leave about 1/8 of an inch around where you've traced so that we have a little extra to work with when we're going to glue them down later. So something like that. So then for his ears, I have my material of choice, which of course was my bunny fat quarter. That will be the front, and I have muslin that will go on the back. So that will get glued on, and that will be the bunny's ears. Then for his little tail, I had purchased some snowball decor from the Dollar Tree, and these little balls, I just thought it was a little bit big, so I did cut one in half. Then it wanted to fall apart on me, but nevertheless, I kept it together, and I used this yarn, and I just glued around just the top half of the bunny tail. So then I'll have the back part opened up to glue down on once I'm ready to glue the little tail down on there. So I'll carry on now, and I'll go ahead and work on his ears, and then I will be back. So now I'm not sure if you can see around there. I think you can. I have glued with the Aleene's tacky glue, and you can see that it is wet there. So, and also, I also decided that I was going to stuff his ear just a wee bit, with some fiberfill. So I am going to glue that down, and then I'm going to glue my piece down on top of that, and this is going to have to dry really well, and then I'm going to take the hot glue and just just glue the seams together here, and then we'll have his ears. So just a wee bit of the Aleene's glue, and I glued it around the cardboard. Then I'll take my piece of muslin and I will glue that down on top of there, and then we'll have to let it wait until it's dry, so it'll take a while to dry. But then that will be his little ear with a little bit of cushioning in there for his little ear. So while his ears are drying here, I was working on his little feet, and I took the hot glue gun and I glued all in and around the edges, just right on the cardboard actually, and then I just pressed it all together like that. Then I decided I was going to take my pinking shears and just go all along the edge, just trimming off, not the cardboard, but the excess material. And I thought that maybe looked kind of cute for his feet. Then I went ahead and I made some little pink out of felt for his feet, the little paws for his feet, the paw pads for his feet. So now I'll go ahead and carry on with his ears. So here we are with his ears now. I have gone all around like I did with the feet, and I glued onto the cardboard inside, and then I pressed it all together. So I have some of this, I think they call it eyelash yarn. It's just really, really fine. And this was really, really white. And my project is more of an off-white. So what I did, and I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I cut a strip of this off this morning and I just put it in my leftover coffee pot with the coffee, and I took it out and I just rinsed it lightly, and then I just hung it up over my oven door to dry. So then what I did was, after I had glued all around on the ears, I decided I'd put some of this little eyelash yarn around his ears. Now the yarn that I used for his tail is already a off-white color, and it is this plush 100% polyester yarn. That's what I used to make his little tail. But I just thought for the ears, this would be just about enough, and I went around 2 times. So I'll carry on now and I'll finish up with the other ear the same way. So there we have it. I finished up his ears and I glued them onto the back, just there and there, and I glued his little feet on to the front, there and there, and then I glued his tail on. I put a little hang cord in the back, just right there in the middle between his ears. And now, just to finish him up, I didn't know what I was going to use for a little ribbon, but I had a couple of things and I thought, well, let's make a little bow out of that. So here we have the little bow that I have made, and I'm just going to cover up the join on our form here, on our embroidery hoop. And so I'll just glue that onto him there, and that's going to look pretty cute. And then I dovetailed the ribbon on that side, and I'll do the same on this side. And all you have to do is fold your ribbon in half with the open end out and cut down to the point. And there you have what is called a dovetail. And I'll do the same on this one, on this side, on the small one. So then I'll go and I'll glue that onto there, and that will be our cute little bunny. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please like, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and always remember to be kind. Thanks for watching. Bye now.